it's little things like that
are funny.
You see their dynamic. They are just
chaotic.
They're absolutely hysterical.
So what are the funniest BTS moments that you like? Okay, or most heartwarming? Or is that
heartwarming?
Or heartwarming.
Oh, Lord, have mercy.
Just anything that comes to the top of your head.
Yeah,
of either of those two subjects.
Just about everything. Every content that comes out there, even their lives that they do, are chaotic. If they're all together.
Oh, yeah. Is
chaotic.
That, okay, so we're going to go with the funny?
Or like their dynamic, I guess. With each other. Or
they're chaotic.
Yeah.
Chaotic. They feed off of each other.
It's hysterical.
It is.
I mean,
it is.
Especially like when they're in an award show.
Oh my God.
They are, I don't even know how to describe them. They'll all look like really nice in a picture, and then somebody in the back is like,
Yeah.
And my God.
And it's just crazy.
The pass the mic.
Oh, dear Lord.
Nobody wants to have the mic, and RM keeps trying to get
Yeah.
And then you'll just see. Here.
And they move.
And they'll like move around to try and get away from taking the mic. And they'll just, okay, here. And they pass it. And they pass it. And I can remember one where JK used to hate it. He never wanted to talk. He was always like moving around. And RM was following him, trying to get him in position. And they're all passing the mic. And JK goes, and it was RM. And he looked up and was like, RM took the mic. It's like it's little things like that
are funny.
You see their dynamic. They are just
chaotic.
They're absolutely hysterical. They really are. And when they win an award and they're all like, us?
I have to tell you, that time that they won the award for the first time, and it was
the bigger award.
I know they were all sitting there and they were watching everyone. I couldn't even tell you. It was the first one, and RM jumped up and went,
and he looked at.
He's looking around at them and thinking, "Am I right?
Yeah.
Did they actually say our name?"
Yeah.
I cried.
Me too. And they're just, it's a funny moment, but it's also, oh my God.
Heartwarming.
Yeah. And they couldn't believe it. And of course they got crap for it afterwards. Oh, they couldn't have won. It couldn't have been them. It must have been rigged because they weren't from one of the big companies. They didn't have the promotion. Why would anybody like them? Because they weren't from a big company and they didn't have the promotion. Well, guess what? Who's the biggest band in the world now?
And the biggest company.
Yeah. Just goes to show you that
hard work pays
off.
Hard work
pays off, absolutely. And
they never, I'm sure that they were down and out, but they never showed it to us. They would do lives and the vlog. And
they would be very positive always and just kept plugging away at doing those things. And
how about RM taking all of the messages and turning them into positive
ones?
When
they got hate messages, he would not tell the others. He would turn the message into something positive to say to them. And, JHope got a lot of hate back then. And
look at him now.
Absolutely.
Lollapalooza was actually Hobie Palooza.
Yep.
He rocked.
I mean, we could go on and on about every single member and why they're funny, why they're chaotic, why we
funny
love them.
one. The funny one where they had to make Suga smile or talk or move or something like that.
Oh yeah.
And he was sitting there, and they drug him all over the floor.
That was a Run episode.
Oh,
it was
my God.
Maybe 2 years ago. It was really funny.
It was the funniest thing. My
also
cheeks
one
hurt.
where they were all like make each other laugh, and one of them would sit in a chair, and everybody tried. Nobody could do it. No, everybody just burst out laughing like right away, and then Shoulda. They tickled him. They said things to him. They whispered. Nothing. He just was able to shut the whole thing down and then just stare. But everybody else was like losing their minds every time.
Hysterical.
And no, it just had to be a word. I think with JK, I think they said, Jin said it. I think he went, Jin! And JK lost it. You know, so.
Jimashi.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was the word for Jimin.
Yeah. And they just all, you know, I mean, there's just, you could name thousands upon thousands of things that are hysterical with these guys.
Oh, I know. I
so
don't think there's, yeah.
Yeah. They're heartwarming and hysterical all in the same breath.
Oh, yeah. It's like a roller coaster ride sometimes. And
we're not going to get into them riding roller coasters.
They don't like that.
No, some of them love it.
Who was it?
JK and V love roller coasters.
That's right.
But
no, it was that Viking ship.
Oh, well, I think everybody had trouble with the Viking ship.
I can't believe they bungee jumped.
Yeah. I mean, you know, it just goes on and on and on and on and on.
I saw one
they
with
went
the
into
zip line.
The frozen lake in Finland or Sweden, one of those.
Yeah.
And it was like...
That was funny.
Extremely cold. They all did it. And you know.
But it was funny because they whined about it.
Right, yes.
I would whine.
I would more than whine. Yeah. So, you know.
What happened to the lake?
It was a frozen, this
wasn't
lake.
Like frozen as in ice, but it was...
It was very...
Extremely cold. And the... was kind of a penalty to...
Was it a penalty?
Yeah, it was a penalty because they were in a sauna and they were playing games and whoever lost...
Had to dip into the
lake. So they decided to do it in twos. And it was funny because I know Jimin and V went in, so they talked about their friendship being forever. And then they held hands and they went into the water and they were amazed that the cameramen went in before them in order to film them. So they were busy. So there's your heartwarming. It's like they're thinking about the cameraman. Meanwhile, they're about to jump into this frozen lake. But they all went in and then they'd run up to the hot tub and get warmed up, go back in the sauna, play the game some more, lose again, go back in the, you know. So it was a lot of fun. But everything with these guys is heartwarming and hysterical all at the same time. So there's a lot to explore. There's a whole lot to explore.
We kind of just scratched the surface.
Oh yeah, I mean,
and we could be considered baby army.
Yeah, we're 3 years in, and I feel like we're baby army because there's no way to watch all of their content unless you're doing it like all day long, every day. You wouldn't catch up. And then they keep throwing new stuff at us.
I know.
You know,
and you know when they had their was it the muster that they had or the
which one?
Fiesta, the one that said, oh, they were going to take a break.
Festa,
and you know, Army thought, oh, okay, we can finally catch our breath. We can catch up on everything. And no. Chapter 2, holy heck. Right. Where did the clothes go? Where did the clothes go? All of a sudden, everybody has no clothes.
Yeah.
I'm not complaining, trust me. Yeah. But all this time, we would go crazy when we would see the neck, forehead, the feet.
Yep. The knees.
The knees. Yeah. Or
the shoulder, the collarbone. Forget it.
Goodness.
And now we have no shirts.
Yes. No shirts.
And sometimes we have jackets. Sometimes they have buttons. Sometimes they don't.
Sometimes the buttons don't work.
Yeah. So, you know. And now here's JK with underwear showing out of his pants.
I know. Holy heck.
And him folding underwear in V Lives. I mean,
it's crazy. It's crazy.
Who does this?
That's true. Who takes you into their home and cooks with you?
Cooks with you, and
does recipes and.
But who does this? No artist in America would be standing there folding their underwear on a V Live. They don't even do some kind of live, but they certainly wouldn't be doing that.
No, not folding their underwear.
Yeah. So, like I said, we've scratched the surface, and there's so much more to.
Oh, there is. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Who goes on live and builds things like Lego cities or things like
the
that?
Lego flower arrangements and
yes.
stuff. Who cool.
does that?
Yeah, that's them. It's just
who
them.
goes on live to eat with people so they won't eat alone?
Right. Jen.
Yeah.
So I miss Jen.
I do too. I miss Jen and I miss JHope.
Yeah. So
who films at 2 a.m. dancing?
Yeah. Well, we're just gonna muddle through, and they're gonna keep feeding us stuff, even though they're gone.
Jen does it every month. See, we have not watched a lot of the Jens for every month that he's put out since he's been gone. So that's something that we should react to.
Right.
Just everything.
Yeah.
It's
the list goes on.
That's right.
So
we just have to be strong. Like they keep telling us, trust us.
Yep. And that's it. Total trust.
Do not let the outsiders bother you.
No. But, speaking of that, come join us in our Adventure Bouncehouse. The link's in the description. Go to purplingadventures.com, and you're going to check out the bounce house. And we're having so much fun with that, and it's a great place to be. It's a safe zone, just like Hobie says, safe zone.
Yeah.
And we can all talk about the boys. We can fangirl. We can fanboy. Whatever. And we can have all kinds of fun in there. We'll play some trivia. We're going to explore some of the stuff that you can't put on YouTube. And
we'll have
it's a lot of fun.
Videos up.
Oh, yeah.
Full versions.
Versions of stuff that we can't put, that get
blocked
or
blurred.
Yeah. So, it'll be up there. And you can see it all. So
come and join us.
Come and join us and have a great time with us.
Borhe.